so you can kind of see, like, these are my companionway entrance panels, and they are looking rough. What we're gonna see how this works. What's up, everybody? We're back. We are on the boat. The water level in the lake is crazy. And we'll kind of walk through it a little bit here in a minute, but just showed up. I got a few little boat projects I want to do. Let's see. So you can kind of see, like, these are my companionway entrance panels, and they are looking rough. I brought out some new little covers for those. They're just like coffee cup filters for the most part. I want to run the engine for a little bit because it's been a little while since I've run the engine. It's been about a month. The weather in Texas has just been terrible. And so also I had a solar panel here that has blown off. You can see the wind up here was just crazy. So I'm sure it is rusting in piece on the bottom right now. And then there's a few other small little things I'm gonna have to do in here. I had my manual bilge pump was mounted up here, and I thought the previous owner had screwed it here because he had a chair on the outside for his wife, but it is just, it was just adhesive. So I'm gonna have to reattach that, and I'll probably find a better way to fix it. And then there is no electric bilge pump in this boat. So I know, there should probably have one, but after massive rains in Texas, just unbelievable. And it's been about 2 weeks since I've been up here to check the bilge. That's really all that's kind of got in the bottom of the bilge. And there is no, the bilge is the inside of the boat because this boat's been modified. And so these strengthening boards here are all for the fin kill that sticks down. It doesn't have a typical, actually it's not a fin kill, it's like a high aspect ratio bulb kill, much like you'd see on a more modern racing boat. But so there really is no bilge per se. I guess this is the bilge, but I gotta pump that out, clean it out. I just want to scrub up a little bit just because some of the rainwater sat in here. Yeah, so nothing too major. I mean, pretty good for sitting out here for a month. It did hail out here, so I kind of wanted to check on the boat. But other than that, everything's pretty good. So I'm pretty happy. Just needed a few cobwebs knocked off. I've got the hatch open so that it doesn't get quite so hot down in the boat, because it is pretty warm up here in Texas now. You can see, like, right up here, we'll do the walk in a minute, but there's no longer just straight out the boat. It's either take the ferry boat, which is out there running, those guys right there, or they have, a lot of volunteers have put the dock together, which is pretty awesome, so that you could walk between them, but we'll show you a little bit of that. Anyway, I am going to get started. I need to get some varnish. Actually, I need to get some sanding and then some varnish done on those and around on the companion entranceway here, and have a little pride and ownership. The other thing I brought down was this giant extendable, it's essentially a painter's pole, with this aftermarket Eversprout boat hook I got off Amazon, because I did have the typical 6-foot boat hook that everybody has, but it's extendable. But after listening to a podcast by the Mariner, a guy named Chris Stanmore Major, and he talked about, they're obviously ocean sailors, do a lot more, but things extendable up to like 20 feet and could come in handy in a number of situations. A few extra feet is never gonna hurt. Just put up with a microphone for now. It's a little windy out here. I know it looks silly, but whatever. So anyway, all right, we're gonna go get the sanders, see if we can hook up, get some power, get those things sanded, and make them look a little better. All right, so we're gonna do the dock walk. We just left the boat. We'll speed this up so you don't have to watch it all, but let's just get up here and show you what we've been working with. It's nutty. Those guys are heading out. That looks like a good time. So normally we would just head out off this gangway, and at this point you would step off into dry land. Now that is the crane, and it is underwater right now. The concrete starts right about here where the Corps of Engineers land begins. These docks are all new after about 5 years ago. There's some pilings right there that would normally be 3-4 feet above water. I think we're about 10 feet from the record, but all right, let's do this dock walk. Speed mode, engage. I think that'll do to get me started. Compare that to that. All right, so what we're gonna do now, we've got the toe rails varnished, but you can see where the butyl tape from a couple months ago, they're sealed up good, they don't leak, but it just looks like garbage. So let's take this X-Acto knife set here and we're gonna start trimming this up and seeing how that goes. See if I can do this without dropping a camera in the water. So, all right, bear with me. So we're gonna use a little X-Acto knife. It's got a little scraper head. It's kind of like a wood chisel, except not. And let's see if we can show you guys what we're gonna do. We're gonna see how this works. So let's kind of cut into it. Yeah, there we go. So only a ton more to do. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. See ya. All right, so you can see I've gone ahead, scraped all the excess butyl tape up, and you can see it's still, you can see where the dirt has kind of accumulated, but I'll clean all that up later, but I wanna let the varnish dry, so that way I don't just wash it off. Otherwise though, it's gonna look much better, look a little more refined, a little cleaner, like there's a little pride and ownership. So yeah, so we'll go with that. And I think that's about it for the day. We're gonna go ahead and put everything together. I've got to get the, excuse me, we're gonna put everything together. I've got to get the companionway panels put back in, put this thing away, and we'll call it a day.